Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube, and today we are going to be talking Nervous Networks, CKB. But before we get into all of this, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. Now, this is where I'm dropping the latest and greatest crypto-related news, links to upcoming live streams and videos. I'm also going to be working with Project Kami on a video here very soon. You can get a little blurred out glimpse of the new set here. Everything is pretty much good to go. I'm waiting on a single cable. So that's the holdup right now. We can use it right now, but they'd have to jump through some networking hoops that I just don't feel like doing. Getting back to the price action on CKB, we can see that there is this nice staircase climb to the upside. Now, right now, we can also see that price action is really bouncing off this 382, and we are coming up to the 50% Fibonacci extension level at or around 2.0235-ish cents. So expect a little bit of resistance around those levels. And this is what we need price action to do, is to come and rip right through this alleyway of the Ichimoku cloud. Because on the daily chart, we need price action to really come up and land on top of the cloud and form some sort of bullish pattern or something like that, like a bull flag pennant. You get the name. You get the drift. So that's what we need. I'm hoping that we see some sort of Elliott wave theory to the upside, kind of like this. And this may bring us right up to this 3.5 cent, 0.033-ish level. And at that time, we could fall back on the 61.8 extension. So this would, by default, kind of give us an inverse head and shoulders, as you can see, something I've been kind of speculating on the last few videos. Now, there are a few different things as to what really could be going on here. Now, we do see that there was a nice mega inverse head and shoulders here that did kind of fail, but consequently, we can still argue the fact that, hey, if price action comes right up to retest these 3.033 cent-ish levels, somewhere in there, that might give us an opportunity to really form a nice cup and handle. And this is also a byproduct most of the time of a big, giant ass ascending triangle. Now, one thing that I want you guys to realize and understand here is that this is all pending Bitcoin. So we are seeing a glorious move to the upside. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of these cups here because they are so intrusive to the chart. But we may be seeing something of a bounce like this happen. So this would be huge to see. Now, we can throw up a little time sequence to try to figure out when the next moves might occur. I'm just going to measure this swing high to this swing low and see if anything comes of it. Okay, so we do have some very decent time sequence that we can observe. This blue line here, this vertical line, indicates that at this point in time, we were going to see some volatility. Price action move to the upside. Price action move to the upside here. Price action move to the downside here. So this is, in my opinion, a 100% track record of time sequence right now. So it would leave me to believe that, hey, maybe somewhere around February 8th might be a great time for CKB to possibly retrace or make this little downturn to fill out the rest of this ascending triangle. So we may very well be seeing the beginning stages of an Elliott wave impulse or something like this play out over the next month and a half, somewhere in there. I am hoping that we see a breakout rather soon and retest some of these all-time highs, because I fear that if we don't, Bitcoin could ruin the party there. So with that said, it'd be nice to just go into price discovery mode and get that over with. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear the charts here. And what I really want to do is just throw up a little Fibonacci here. And if this thing takes off from the 4.5 cent level, I think that it's still reasonable to believe that, hey, we could be looking at a conservative 6 to 8 cent CKB. But on the last major run-up CKB had, this thing ran all the way up to the 476 level. And we can see that by just measuring from this swing high to this swing low. And you can see the 476 is right here. So there is a possibility, in my opinion, just measuring these key points, that we may end up, somewhere in this 14 to 18 cent range if we go into price discovery mode. How cool would that be? We would be looking for that staircase climb, kind of like what we have going here. So this is what I'm hoping happens here, a retest up to this 4.5 cent level. This would be a wonderful thing to see this Elliott wave theory in motion, but we won't know until we see what happens once we get around this 3.5 cent level, if we make it that high. So let's really take a quick peek at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is very influential over CKB. And let's just go ahead and take a quick peek at this. You can see Bitcoin on the daily came down to bust the chops of the 200 moving average. Now, in a few live streams, I've been kind of talking about how we have an advantage here with price action and the Ichimoku cloud to pass through this weak spot. So this would be huge, kind of like with CKB. We need price action on top of the cloud and to get some sort of bull flag or pennant to move even higher. I do think that if that happens, we may see a $75,000 Bitcoin rather soon. Currently, let's just throw up a little trend line here and just kind of see where things are at. Maybe we'll measure from here over to here. And you can kind of see how right now we are pretty much broken the trend. And we are really testing the bottom side of this trend line here. So whether or not we will see another corrective wave or a DE continuation of this corrective wave here is anyone's guess. I do think we will likely see this 50 moving average come down. We might see some price action come up to it, and if we cannot meet this 50 moving average, we will see this correction to the downside. So if we do end up getting on top of the cloud, maybe we'll see some Elliott wave theory similar to this occur. This would be a very nice inverse head and shoulder pattern to launch off to that 75,000 level. Now let's really just go ahead and measure this up here from a retracement perspective. And if we see Bitcoin fail right around this $53,000, $54,000 level, I do think we'll come back down and hinge on this 200 moving average. If that fails, it's down to the $44,000 level again. So that at that point, we would have, in my opinion, a very nasty little head and shoulders pattern that would just strip us pretty hard. So we really, really need to break this head and shoulders pattern that is forming right now. So if you see a sharp retracement from 54,000, you better hang on, because we might be getting ready to really correct further. So that's really all I've got, guys, on the market. Sorry I've been a little quiet this week. Been just building out this set, man. It's been crazy. I've learned a lot I've been in the video production business for a long time now, and you just kind of forget how much work actually goes into building a physical set, things like that. So there it is. There's the blurred out image. I'm thinking in the next week or two, once I get these parts back, that we will see 6 figs sitting in this chair. So big shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, $3 a month will get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. I hope you guys all have wonderful holidays, whatever it is you are celebrating. And I'll be kind of quiet here the next few days going forward. So check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'll be throwing down like pictures of charts if things get spicy. So we'll see you guys on the next video.